She didn't yell, she didn't confront him, but the moment Pamela Anderson realized Seth Rogen was sitting just feet away from her at the Golden Globes, her entire night quietly fell apart. The night should have been a celebration. Pamela Anderson walked onto the Golden Globes stage, poised and confident, to present the award for Best Actress in a Musical and Comedy. Cameras flashed, the crowd applauded, and for a brief moment, everything looked perfect. But the second she left that stage, the mood shifted. Pamela didn't stay to mingle. She didn't work the room. Instead, she admitted she left the ceremony early and went straight to bed. And the reason wasn't exhaustion, it was who she saw sitting nearby in the audience. Because Seth Rogen isn't just another Hollywood face to her. He's directly tied to a chapter of her life she never wanted reopened. Seth was one of the producers behind Pam and Tommy, the series that recreated her most painful memories without ever asking her first. Pamela has said that no one reached out, no one checked in, and no one cared how it would affect her. Watching strangers profit from a story she lived through made her feel invisible, like her voice didn't matter at all. And that's the wound that still hasn't healed. For Pamela, Pam and Tommy wasn't nostalgia. It was a replay of the darkest chapter she's ever lived. The series dragged her back into the stolen tape scandal, her explosive marriage, and a moment she says nearly destroyed her. She's called it the worst time in my life, a period filled with humiliation, fear, and loss of control. Seeing that pain turned into binge-worthy entertainment cut deep, because to her it wasn't history, it was trauma she never consented to relive. What made it even harder was the emotional whiplash. On paper, Pamela was winning. She'd filmed 5 movies in a single year, rebuilt her career, and proven she was far from a Hollywood afterthought. But sitting there, surrounded by industry insiders, she admitted those old feelings crept back in. She felt overlooked, dismissed, like chopped liver despite everything she'd accomplished. Success didn't erase the sting, it just made the contrast sharper, reminding her that even at her highest moments, the past still knows how to reach her. What lingered the most was the apology that never came. Pamela admitted she still hopes Seth Rogen might one day reach out and say he's sorry for how everything went down. She brushed it off, saying it doesn't really matter, but the pause in her voice said otherwise, because an apology wouldn't erase the pain, it would acknowledge it. That night, she didn't walk up to him or confront him face to face. Instead, she played it out in her head, imagining herself finally telling him how deeply it hurt. Being in that room only made the feeling stronger. Pamela admitted she still doesn't feel like she belongs in those Hollywood spaces, even now. Surrounded by familiar faces from her Malibu days, she felt out of place, like she was quietly slipping through a world that never fully accepted her. She described the night as a constant tiptoeing around people, around memories, around old versions of herself. Instead of confidence, there was discomfort. Instead of glamour, there was distance. And in that moment, the Golden Globes didn't feel like a victory lap. It felt like standing on the outside, looking in. And this wasn't a sudden reaction. Pamela has been clear for years that she wants nothing to do with Pam and Tommy. She refused to watch the series, saying she has no interest in reliving something she never consented to share in the first place. She's also repeated that she never watched the original tape and never will. In her own documentary, she made it clear she believes the show should have required her permission because no one truly knows what she and Tommy Lee were going through at the time. For her, refusing to engage isn't avoidance, it's protection. In the end, Pamela says she's fine. She tells herself there are bigger problems in the world, worse things happening every day. But moments like that night prove the hurt never fully disappeared. It just learned how to stay quiet. Her story leaves an uncomfortable question behind, one Hollywood still avoids answering. When someone becomes famous, do they lose ownership of their pain? Or should some stories remain untold, no matter how valuable they are to the industry?